Look what I got. I got my mega box from Apotheosis Comics and Lounge. Look at all the goodies they send in their subscription boxes. So many stickers and buttons. Not to mention, just look at how many comics they send in this mega box. This is insane. I am extremely indecisive. I never know what to pick. Thankfully, the nerds over at Apotheosis Comics and Lounge understood the assignment and picked an incredible selection of comics from not only DC and Marvel, but Image, IDW, Dark Horse, and more. There's even a couple books to share with my little niece and nephews. Not only have they packed some of my favorite characters and titles, but they also added several new titles for me to explore. If you love comics, then take my advice. Visit shopapotheosis.com/comicsand and get your own subscription box. New to comics? Can't decide what to pick? Toss a starter box in your cart and allow the fanatics at Apotheosis to curate a collection of their recent bestsellers just for you. I promise you will not be disappointed. And if you use code COMICSAND at checkout, you will get an additional 10% off your purchase. If you're in or around the St. Louis area, head on over to 3206 South Grand in South City, because Apotheosis Comics and Lounge isn't just a comic book shop. It's an all-encompassing experience for comic enthusiasts of all kinds. Not only everything from games to apparel to their extensive collection of comics, it also boasts a fully stocked bar with arcade games. My research can be hard, but Apotheosis makes it so much easier. Be cool like me and grab your starter box today by visiting shopapotheosis.com/comicsand and use code COMICSAND at checkout for 10% off your order. Yay! What's up, guys? I totally didn't have my kids cheering playing for some reason. Wait. That's better. It's not the beginning of the show until the little children from the basement cheer for everyone. So, how's everyone doing? How was your week? Kind of a crazy week. A lot of stuff going on, right? I'm hearing we're going to see the Superman trailer this week. Excuse me. So, I did tell you guys before that I had a feeling that we're going to see the Superman trailer around the 16th. Well, members of the press are going to get to see it tomorrow along with the cast and crew. And then I'm hearing it's going to drop online on the 19th. I don't know. I had heard that as soon as the press and everybody saw it, they were going to put it online. But apparently they're going to wait a few days. Probably to gauge the reaction from the press and the cast and crew, kind of like a test audience. I don't know. Who knows these things? I don't. I'm just a really good guesser. Okay. But we are here to watch episode 5 of Dune Prophecy, and I'm not alone. I'm not. I have my friend Andrew with us. What is up, Andrew?
What's going on? Can't wait to watch this. Man, I'm loving this show.
I am too. I'm really, really loving it. Last episode was great. It was a really good episode. What was your favorite takeaway or favorite part of last week?
So I've kind of been rewatching the series, so I'm trying to kind of it's kind of blurring together for me at this point. I'm really intrigued with the way they're trying to legitimize the Harkonnens.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to humanize them.
Yeah, I'm and trying to bring them in and give them some power and make them not the laughing stock anymore. So it's an interesting play for power there.
I'm really interested to see what's going on with Lila. Like, we've brought her back to life. They're clearly using either a thinking machine or AI, and they've named it after Mother Superior Raquella. Right. It has her last name. So I'm very, very interested in what's going on with that. Very interested to see where Duncan Hart has come from, because they've got his DNA now. And now she's like, okay, we have his DNA. Let's Google him and find out where he came from. And we got our first live, we had face dancers in the sci-fi miniseries, sort of. But this is our first like big budget face dancer. And I got really excited.
Yeah.
I got really excited. I thought she was just like kind of imagining Griffin being there. And
Right.
she's like, "Oh, she's having a little moment with her brother. That's really sweet." And then he changed, or she said, "Thank you, Theo," and he changed, and I got really confused for like a half second. And I was like, "Wait, what? Theo? What?" And then it happened. I was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be like how is there a face dancer in the Bene Gesserit?
Right.
Like they have their own thing. They have the Bene Tlaylax, right? Like that's where they would be." And
Right.
not even in the sisterhood necessarily. They're kind of used like mercenaries. So I'm or spies, you know, that kind of thing. They farm them out. So I'm really interested to see where that's going. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. We've
Yeah, no,
got
they're pulling out lots of interesting lore.
mhm,
Um, I imagine they're pulling out a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm the same way with this I am with Middle Earth stuff. I always hope that the end result is that it makes a lot of people interested in checking out the lore for themselves,
yes.
because it's not doing exposition on a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of this stuff, and in the movies as well, where they just kind of like blow right past
Yeah,
something that if you're not familiar, it might seem a little off.
right.
But at the same time, I'm sort of appreciative of the fact that they don't, because if you stop to explain everything, you'd never get through the story.
Oh my god. Frank Herbert painted with very broad strokes.
Yes.
Very broad strokes. And then much later, his son and Kevin Anderson came along and filled in some of the blanks, gave it a little bit more detail. And I'm loving that. I don't know. And we talked about this before. I've read the Frank Herbert books and I just kind of considered the other ones like maybe they're like fan fiction. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like
They
I
were
never really took
apocryphal.
them seriously. And then you were like, "No, you've got to read these." And that's when I realized that Dune Prophecy is actually the first live action adaptation we've had of a Frank Herbert and Kevin Anderson book.
Right.
And that really impressed me. So I've always loved Dune lore, and don't tell my Star Wars friends, but I'm kind of more into Dune lore than I am Star Wars lore. I'm sorry. I think it's a thing that happens when you get older. It feels more mature.
Well, the
Uh,
really nice thing about it is if you're into both, there's a lot of crossover in the
yes.
concepts.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Um, but I'm really glad because I'm such a lore fan with Dune. Really glad you got me reading these books because it's really filling in more lore. It's giving you more lore.
Right. Yeah. And that's the
So,
thing is like, and that's one of the things I love about uh, things like Dune and Lord of the Rings and Star Wars is that I'm a lore person. Like
yeah. Yep.
I often say when we talk about Star Wars shows, like even some of the ones that have been less than stellar, as long as you're giving me some new lore to incorporate into my legendarium, I'll give you a little bit of a pass. Um,
It-
and
that
and so
that's definitely a big part of where they dropped the ball with Acolyte. They
oh,
had
100%.
a huge opportunity to really get into the lore and spirituality of not only the Jedi, but the Sith. And they didn't.
No, it's
Like,
almost, I
not even a
mean,
little.
at the end of the day, it's like they basically go that route where that's where the story should have gone and then almost reject the spirituality.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yep. Well, I mean, it seems like Skeleton Crew understood the assignment because they're already we're like what 3 episodes in and it's like, "Hey, here's some lore. Enjoy." We're like,
Well,
"Yeah.
that's the thing is they're giving us a lot of cool stuff, and I'm loving seeing all the speculation on that one about where it's
Yeah.
going. I think some people are speculating the wrong direction with where it's headed, but um, yeah, they're setting up interesting story, and they're not just.
Yes.
It's not endless mystery boxes like the J.J. Abrams really started that crap, and it's some of these things want to do mystery box, and it's like, but sometimes you have to answer some of the things.
Yes. Or we're just going to get annoyed and
Mhm.
leave. Hello. So we are 3 minutes away from episode 5, Dune Prophecy. Here's how these watch parties work. If you are new, we all watch them on our own screens. That way, I almost said Disney. That way, HBO doesn't get angry at me and napalm my channel and my entire life. So everyone's going to watch it on their own things. If there is an ad or a commercial or a delay that I have on my end, I will let you know so you can pause. We can discuss while that's going on. And then I'll let you know when it's over. We can start back up. It seems to work out pretty good so far. Um, this is my third watch party series, and I'm really loving it. I like the watch party stuff, probably because I'm lazy and I don't have to do a lot of brain work to set the shows up. So there's that. But it also gives us something great to talk about. On the
Yep.
29th, because this is the second to last episode, this is the penultimate episode
Crazy.
of, I know, it's so good. It's our second to last episode of Dune Prophecy. Next week is the finale. After that, December 29th, we are having a best and worst of 2024 with Nick from Netflix. Nickflix? Yeah, Nick from Nickflix? Yeah, that's it. And Ro the Podfather from Scarif Scuttlebutt Podcast.
Very
So,
nice.
yeah, that's going to be a good one. Hopefully Trump has forgiven Trump has forgiven me. I didn't mean to say Ro has forgiven me for the Trump conversation.
Yep. And hopefully you're able to join us on the 23rd for
Festivus.
Festivus.
Will there be feats of strength?
Maybe.
I've got some grievances.
I've got grievances. I'll have
I've
to
got
try to figure out how to do feats of strength on
I got a lot
live
of
stream.
problems with you people. You're gonna listen to it. Festivus is my favorite. It's my favorite. It's genius. And
Yep.
was it Larry David that wrote that?
I believe so.
I think it was. God, the older I get, the more I relate to Larry David. I have to say. All right, it's 8 o'clock. You guys start pulling up your apps. I'm gonna have to like go in and go exit back out a couple times before it shows me. I don't know. Apparently they got something against Missouri.
As a some time dilation.
Time dilation. Speaking of where I live, there is a town 5 miles from me. So I live in a place called St. Francis County, and there's a bunch of tiny little towns. So we're all like one big town. The little towns become like neighborhoods.
Right.
But one of them is called Park Hills, and Park Hills has made national news because in a Casey's in Park Hills, like the only Casey's in Park Hills, they took a Snoop on a stoop, instead of the elf on a shelf, they had the Snoop on a stoop, and
Mhm.
they took a safety, like a paper clip on the top of his little Santa hat and like stuck it in the ceiling and hung him from the ceiling like a Christmas decoration. Well, apparently there were some people who felt like they were trying to lynch Snoop Dogg for some reason, and so it's made national news.
Hmm.
That's where I live. Yay. It's the dumbest. See, it's still not popped up. That's the dumbest thing I could. Like, why? Why that? There's so many other things. I'm pretty sure we're the meth capital of the nation. Like, why isn't that in national news? Snoop on a stoop, though. So happy that's happening. To all my people out in Jersey, hope you're safe from the drones and or UFOs, whatever that is about. I do know that Dave is absolutely obsessed with that story, so look out for the UFOs in Jersey. It's been a crazy week.
It has been a weird week.
I went viral because I shared a picture of Rhino in Craven the Hunter. And I'll say the internet is pretty. It's mine is still not up. Is yours up?
Mine is up.
Okay, this is the second time I'm going to exit out again and then exit back in. But I shared a picture of Rhino from Craven the Hunter, and the internet is very, very 50-50 on that. Some people really like it, other people, like myself, do not. He just doesn't, I don't know. Rhino is a guy in a suit, and you can't see his ears, and his face isn't covered in grayscale. He's
Yeah.
got a human face, and he doesn't have ears. He's just a super huge, big as the Hulk Russian dude in a suit. But some people like Ultimate Spider-Man, and they were very annoyed with me. Hey, mine is still not up. Oh my gosh.
It's
All right,
probably those UFOs.
it probably, damn you UFOs in Jersey UFOs. Maybe if
I'm a little sad. Like, we don't have any UFOs down here.
there was one time, um, my family yells for me to come outside. They're like screaming for me to come outside. I'm like, oh, what's going on? So I go outside, and my family is pointing up at the sky and freaking out over these lights. And they were all, in a line, single file, two single file lines, just blinking across the sky. Like,
Yep.
they're like freaking out. I'm just kind of like, okay, there's got to be an explanation for this. So I look it up, and it's Starlink.
Starlink. Yeah.
It was absolutely Starlink, and my family thought it was an exciting evening for about 5 minutes. Okay, let's see. Is this it now? Because it just decided to start playing on its own. Ah, okay, I got it. Are we ready?
I'm
Jeez,
ready.
it took it 5 minutes.
Wow.
My gosh, HBO, what are you trying to do to me? Make me look like a liar? Okay, and three, two, one. Yeah, we're getting introduced to a new sister tonight, so she's very pretty too. I got an ad. Got an ad. And then I get ad free after this. I've got 50 seconds. Okay. While we're waiting, guys, you should check out red5.bio.link. We are powered by the Red 5 Network, the science fiction area, and I. And we've got a huge family of content creators and podcasters. So you should check out this link right here, red5.bio.link. You cannot find a podcast that sparks any of your interests. You don't have any. And you should get some. So you should click that link anyway. Okay? Okay. Just checking. Okay. 30 more seconds. That's fine. We've got 30 seconds. Hey, look, our backgrounds kind of match.
Yeah. Yeah, they're close.
Pretty close.
I could just make mine go out of focus.
Pardon me. All right. Oh, that's my favorite Christmas song, Christmas in Hollis. It's my jam. It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Okay. Ooh, there is a Dune podcast. Of course, I didn't know about that because I didn't pay attention until now. We've got a recap. Now I got to know about this Lila stuff because again, I haven't read Dune Sisterhood, so I don't know if that's something that happened in the book, if there's any other precedent for it, but in the Frank Herbert books, there was nothing like that. Nothing. Like Paul was kind of end all beat all. Now come to Olda. Yeah, her poor nephew. Her poor nephew. Oh. Switchblade. Yeah, he really that really startled her. That he was 3 steps ahead. Like, uh-oh. And, oh, I must know. Mark Strong's absolutely killing it as the Emperor. I mean, he
Yeah.
always does.
I mean, all the performances have been really strong.
Oh yes, very, very strong. And I know Marisha's busy, but I wish she was here because we would be geeking out over the costumes again. Like
Yep.
they're absolutely stunning. I do kind of miss the David Lynch, Bene Gesserit headpieces and all that, but I'll manage. And they did have a nice little nod to where the Bene Gesserits originally came from. Was it? I'm going to say it wrong. Roxa or something like that.
Yeah.
And they had the Roxa poison. Oh yeah, that's right. Before they actually drank the worm bile, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them. Good for them. Gamja bar. I'm gonna have to make me a Gamja bar just for funsies. And here we go. Okay. You might be like 2 seconds ahead of me. Or more. The cinematography is stunning.
It really
Just
is.
absolutely stunning.
There's everything. The color grading, everything's great.
Yes. Just absolutely perfect. Look at that shot. Where's J.J. Abrams? I saw that lens flare. Oh. Is Duncan changing his clothes now? Oh, he must have a new official title or rank after that display. But that rag seems very, very special. Oh, there was some actual emotion there.
Mm-hmm.
Very curious about that. And I love how Roman inspired everything was,
Right.
because that was something they really held on to.
Mm-hmm.
Sardukar, maybe? Beginnings of?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Which is now a nuclear wasteland. Hmm.
Were not for the actions of one good and loyal subject, the very ceremony would have been a funeral.
Huh.
Now, more than ever, we defend our values with ferocity.
And pride.
That is why I have assembled a new...
Say Sardukar. Say it.
I charge you, Desmond Hart, as my new Bashar,
Bashar.
to lead these soldiers of the Imperium.
That's like general.
Eradicate treason. And serve my house. Honor. And loyalty.
Didn't say Sardukar. That's fine. I'll get over it. I really want to talk to their artists. I just want to talk to their artists.
Yeah. Ship designs are great.
Yes.
I performed my duty. If my father gave you orders to watch me, then you better keep up.
That's just massive.
My family's lives were just threatened. So we need to deal with that. We'll take care of the insurgents, Your Majesty. May I suggest we leave the fleet in order?
Maybe shampoo beforehand.
Delay in stabilizing trade. Sharp stream. A reminder of where power really lies.
Born to wear that uniform.
Ah,
To serve.
I'm telling you, they're gonna bone. Here she comes. Very interested in this person.
Francesca.
It's been a long time, Federico.
Wait, isn't that his son's mother?
Francesca, what a surprise.
Hmm.
Did no one inform you this was a private?
Maybe so. I think so.
Your Grace, I'm not your ancestral business. Constantine sent me a message.
Yep.
I'm here to see my son.
Awkward. Getting high.
You think it's them preventing you? Come on, Ness.
Whatevs.
Sorry? Is that what you're going to say? If that's all, I am sorry, Ness. I know that's not all
I don't know about you guys, but it took me a lot more to get my brother to apologize.
I should have told him what happened.
What let you down like that again?
Aww. Warlock 9.
Just imagine. With discipline, we can redistribute that energy without harm. Focused mind is your greatest protector. But what protection do we have when nightmares invade our minds? The highest master is otherwise of the human light. Spare me the mysticism. The entire school is sharing a nightmare, and all we get is silence.
Well, I think it's
You guys want
the prophecy.
You want us to
Maybe
decide?
try writing it down and maybe they'll stop.
When none of it exists,
I don't know how that stuff works.
Not only here on Life 9, but on the Imperial planet.
Why does that say done prophecy? What's wrong with my...
Remember your duty. Or leave. Those are the options. The choice is yours.
Because I totally fixed that. Ew. Like, I'm looking at my screen right here in EveMux, and it totally says Dune Prophecy, but on Twitter it says done.
Weird. This character, this student, has been an interesting character.
Yes, I
Because
like her.
She's strong,
Hmm.
but she's not really willing to buy into everything.
She's a rebel, Dottie, a loner.
What I need.
Very suspicious.
I've taken a great risk doing what I'm about to show you. And you're going to have an opinion.
So she doesn't sneak in. Tula just totally shows her. Like, what the F? Secrets don't keep friends, Tula. Yeah, yeah. So has she just gone? She just came back not right. Oh, abomination. Abomination, that's what she did to her. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, she's really good. She's got what it takes to really rank up in the sisterhood if she could just be a team player. But
Right.
I kind of like that she's not.
The ancestors will suffer. And she will learn from how to fight. Now, I need you.
Are you sure about that?
I have my matters out. If you must,
Didn't exactly work out for Alia.
this is a mild sedative, but only as an afterthought.
That looks like a suppository. Come on.
We don't know how sedatives work in this world. So
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to roll over on your side. Don't clench. Please don't poop on me. Love the artwork. I don't think she does as much. Mother.
Mother?
It's so good to see you.
Aw.
How is the other side of the universe?
Hmm.
I wasn't expecting
I came as soon as I wanted.
my message. I didn't send it, Kristen.
Uh-oh.
I thought you were here because of Kosh.
Oh, mental message maybe?
She's... Don't you know? Kosh died.
Uh-oh. So you're telling me the sisterhood didn't inform everyone? Don't they have like a newsletter at least? Well, that's not cool.
Well.
Lord Bashaw.
You are audacious. My motion to usher an inquiry against Castle Mills is excusable. Her apology is due to the Emperor.
Now the question is he doing this on his own, or or is it Theo?
What you did at the High Castle borders on treason.
Oh, does it?
Poor judgment. Nothing more. I made the error of listening to
my aunt's suggestion. I was misguided. That happens often when dealing with her.
your aunt. Made you do it. That woman does nothing but bring shame to our house.
Obviously, he doesn't kill him, or there wouldn't really be any more Harkonnens, would there?
Right.
Why should I have so? Because we are not our bloodlines.
True.
My great uncle saw through her. Why couldn't I before he? I want to know what the time between your sisterhood and the rebellion. I don't know. I don't know who my aunt's enabled.
Wouldn't describe us as close.
You believe that they're meddling in the spice trade?
Well, yeah. Oh, well, speaking of spice, I'm going to do a bump real quick right in front of you. Super profesh. Would you like one? Yeah.
Give me evidence. The Imperial House. Who would reward you?
I do have something.
So do it.
I gotta say, leave it to a dude in the 60s to write an entire book about this drug is really good for you. You'll live longer, run faster, and jump higher.
I stopped looking for pirates, and I started looking for contraband instead. Do you know what I found?
What did you find?
It all goes through one underground market, run by a gang of Arakim smugglers.
Oh.
Weapons, spice.
What about the whale seaman? You seem really hyper focused on that before.
This is your story. What does it mean?
Rebels. They must have gone through the underground market.
They must have gone through the underground market.
To sell the spice, to raid the solarium, to buy the thinking machine. I'd wager
Huh.
if you visit some of its
I think it's Theo.
and,
I think it's the face dancer.
Yeah.
win them over with your renowned charms. I'll tell you exactly who the insurgents are and where to find them. And exactly they're illegal.
Uh-oh, he's on to him. Possibly.
This is that. Magically your name. I'll need proof that your aunt is involved.
Is it possible he left him in the room alone to see what it'll do? Oh. What is that?
It's a nice marble.
It's a very nice marble. Collector's item.
Risk the Emperor finding out that I'd summoned you. The situation is too precarious. Francesca, what happened to Kasha was just the beginning. We have been sidelined. The Emperor refuses a truce.
She's like, let me talk to him.
This is the reckoning of the last spoken. Yes. But he may be only the tip of the spear.
You know, she's not wearing her Mother Superior badge.
Tuna stands by my side as she has always done it. If she was here, she would tell you, we must act. I'm going to eliminate this and in progress. What I need you to do when that happens is to guide Karina back to us.
With your vagina and your magic vagina powers.
Then goes to them. So just the rules. The Emperor has yet to appoint a commander of his new fleet. I think it would be wiser if Sona's sister was in charge of that most vital asset.
The odds of my success are lower than Bashar is in my way.
It won't be in your way. I'm going to keep him occupied.
With her magic vagina. Doubtful. Here we have Kieran Atreides. Uh-oh. Shit-eating grin.
We're looking for insurgents.
Uh-huh.
You want to come? I didn't realize you had a dance lesson.
Oh, sick burn.
Maybe next time.
Didn't realize you had a dance lesson. He's very like future Ragnar Lothbrok in this.
Yeah.
You want your father's respect, start there. Take some responsibilities. This training could save your life. But I will not teach you if you don't take it seriously. That's it. That's your lesson for today.
Youch. Quit whining, he said. Quit being a baby.
Michaela, you have to get off planet. The Emperor's new peace dogs are out in force.
Let's get your heart rate where it should be.
They're all over the port, Michaela. Bound from smugglers.
She's like, I know. It's the plan.
Now,
Okay, and what about you?
my cover's not done. I've spent years getting to that position. You feel we should be to bed now?
And this would have nothing to do with the princess. I've been doing this a lot longer than you have, and I'll give you some advice. Do not ever make the mistake of thinking you can become the man you are pretending to be.
Oh, ouch.
Even if that man's better than me.
Especially that.
I don't really fully understand it. Maybe it's because I haven't read far enough in. But the Atreides, like Vor Atreides, was like in really good with everyone.
Yeah.
So why does this feel like he's like an upstart or something? I don't know. Sorry about that. Uh-oh. Oh, we lost Andrew. He'll be back. He'll be back.
I should have done.
Really want more about this Lila situation, because if you guys are familiar with Dune at all, you know Alia had the same issue and she went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They called her abomination and demanded she be put to death.
Swallowed by darkness until two eyes stared back. Wait, you had the nightmare too? It wasn't a nightmare. It was prescient.
See, here it's coming together. Oh, wait, there you are. There you are.
He succeeds. Humanity will backslide into self-destruction.
You saw all of that during the agony.
I see it now.
On my deathbed. Where is Valya?
You're not Lila.
It's Raquella.
Lila,
No.
you should be resting.
I told you to keep her downstairs.
So, if I recall correctly, what starts the feud between, why the Atreides kind of get shoved aside into a little bit lower status, I think is in the third novel, The Battle of Corin.
Is it the
The one you're not to yet.
okay?
I don't know how long I have in control. Sister? Samples of Sister Pasha's brainstem.
Oh, brainstem samples.
Gives me some relief.
Valya has increased our numbers and our influence, and she has protected
Ugh.
the heart of the sisterhood.
Then she's been faithful to her mission. It wasn't wrong for me to task her, even if it was splitting the sisterhood down the middle.
What is that?
If my great work would be lost.
There's that great work.
Maybe it's the same one. Are we on that Atten?
That's what I'm saying.
Resolve their differences.
Who in Valya? Oh, Dorothea. Oh, Dorothea. Yeah, she killed her.
Your sister's will never wanes.
Oh. What is it?
Sister, you don't have you seen this before?
Oh, during the war? Trying to think. What could it possibly be?
You're back. Did the read I gave you help?
Oh, it was great. If he gets what he needs from these smugglers, I'm hopeful the acrimony between us will be forgotten.
Okay, so it wasn't, but it was at her behest.
Use his distrust to your advantage.
He did have a lot to say about you and your sisterhood.
I'm sure he did.
Asked if I knew what you were up to. What are you up to?
All sorts of things.
What we're always up to, Harry. Serving the Imperium. Your eagerness to help the Shah. And get House Harkonnen
Shah.
back into the Emperor's good graces. You've wanted this your entire life. And here I am.
Poor little guy. He's just a puppet.
If I only had a truth sayer to tell me if you're sincere or not.
Well, you just have to trust him.
Oh. Hello, Harkonnen ring.
Let's go. I'll ship the parts in a few hours. You sure you don't want to come with me? To lay dear Uncle Ed getting to rest among our ancestors?
Well, that's right. She killed her dad, or he had like a heart attack. I don't know. I haven't decided.
Yeah.
I'll send you regards to Langabell. Consider this your home while I'm gone.
Oh, really? That's so nice, isn't it? Already? Fine. That's fine.
I don't understand. The decision to lead Desmond Hart to the rebels. How does Sister Francesca factor in? One day, others will learn the art of imprinting. Making an impression so strong.
There you go.
The course of someone's life. This is an emotional and physical bond that never breaks.
Well, that explains a lot with the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to stop managing your son and start supporting him. Test him with some real responsibility.
That boy would rather gallivant his way through all the private bedchambers of the great houses than lead. He shows no desire, no initiative.
You had a similar reputation in your which I believe was also very frustrating to your father.
Leave yourself out of the story.
Gallivant. I just see him skipping down a hall into each bedroom. Like,
To draw out the best in him. Make him prove himself. And he'll become a man as capable and formidable as you are now.
there we go. with her vagina.
I did come in to try your best between you and your wife, Nico.
She's a bitch anyway, it's fine. Oh, good. We get to know what's in this box now. Oh, she's gonna find out.
The machine was designed a pathogen that incubated in the human body,
Oh,
releasing an enzyme that infected. This enzyme has similar properties, but it has concentrated itself in Cash's amygdala,
so
the fear center.
he's using a machine-created virus somehow? Is
Who
he a
knows?
machine?
Hmm.
Is it safe for you? You don't know.
Mind your business, lady.
Do you even know what's happening in our schools? Students are demanding to be sent home. They are freeing in fear. Wait until they tell their families that the acting proctor was completely absent of the
Oh, don't spit your dentures out, lady. It'll be fine.
superior hurricane.
Tula, this is a virus. The nightmares. They're connected to a genetically modified airborne RNA retrovirus. Sister Avila?
Oh. Told you, abomination.
Sister Lila is still in recovery. And just Valya and I am doing as I was tasked to do. To protect the sisterhood at all costs. Is that not your aim? Of course it is.
Yeah, so be quiet and go do your job.
You may go now. Don't mention a word of this to anyone, understood?
Oh, she's going to be a problem.
These are those things that are over New Jersey, right?
Yeah. We've nailed it down. By George, I think he's got it. Alert the media. Wait, we are the media now, so.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, this is dumb for Kieran to still be there. Like, this just, it's like just asking for it.
Yeah.
My dog is just having a time in the other room.
I hope you haven't been hammering on any illegal shipments or spies. Okay. As it happens, I just spoke to a smuggler.
Oh, have you?
Unfortunately, for him, most of what he said was screaming. He told me something very interesting.
So unhinged.
He said this place is a hotbed for insurgent activity. And he said that the spies were being smuggling is being paid for the party.
Oh.
Does that make any sense to you?
Not really, but thanks for stopping by.
Okay.
Yeah, just like cops, tear it all apart. They don't have to replace it. They're gonna blow the place up with the cops inside.
Is the fact that you are here, a friend profiting of the rape of your own child.
Huh.
Communing with your oppressors.
I found a different way to spy.
Your oppressors.
What I really want to know is how did that there are no
Uh.
You give me something I can use. I shall spare you.
And there it is. He doesn't care about anything else but
God created Arrakis to train the faithful.
destroying the sisterhood.
I live here.
Let's go see what's upstairs.
Just my shower with lots of shampoo and conditioner in it. You interested? Get them all up there and blow it up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're gonna bust him. He's gonna be outed. You're wasting the drugs now. You guys use those. They're not illegal. That's a space travel and healthcare. Hmm. Armed, yes. Now get out. Get out. Hey, shields. Holtzman shields. Oh, she left her dress laying around. Learning the reasoning behind the Holtzman shields has
Yeah.
changed my perspective on a lot of things. I'm really grateful for that because the machines could only use projectiles, and
Right.
projectiles move very fast. So, very smart. Blow him up! Blow him up! Yes! Oh man,
Oh, jeez.
that's a lot. Of course, he had a shield too.
Seen a knife like that before? Sister?
Yeah. What of it? What are you up to? Tell me everything.
Right horse.
Just doing my job.
Secret to dragons. The sisterhood stands for what's best for the Imperium. Just like you.
Yeah, huh?
All the old people on Arrakis fits into those driving points. You willing to let them blend?
I mean, some of them. I'm not friends with all of them.
Don't let me see you again.
There was this one naive. He was just a real dick. Aw. Don't get attached.
She's asleep. Good.
We've a machine virus.
Let me know.
This just raised all kinds of new questions for me.
Mhm.
Is Valya just being used for the sisterhood's gain? We're in a time of crisis, Jen. Sacrifices have to be made. And what have you sacrificed? More than you can ever imagine.
What was in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, it's his DNA. That's what's in the box. His DNA.
Yeah, he's about to be very unhappy.
Yeah. All the spice and the evidence is gone. I mean, even with a personal Holtzman shield, like how that would not have been easy to survive
No.
because it doesn't stop things from falling on top of you. So young, so angry. Where does Constantine fit in? Because clearly they wanted him to be born if his mom is a sister.
Right.
All my life, had to learn about the great Kool-Aid, water, jewels, and the buttons before them.
Butler was kind of a boring name, so I get it.
Your sister does everything with purpose. Right? Brand.
That's always our intention. Yes.
What's your purpose in having me?
Ooh, we all want to know.
Constantine.
What was your purpose in having me? You left me to be raised by a father who can't stand me and never will.
Kind of my job.
What's the purpose of that?
For you to make babies with someone else.
Sorry, I don't have a glass for you.
To see your father for the man he really is.
You can
Oh, don't we all?
A man who's driven by fear. You, on the other hand, have never cared what anyone thinks of you.
And all to what end?
Reach for them with confidence.
I'll reach for them.
You want the truth?
Yes.
Your focus constantly.
Yes, we all do.
The reason you were brought into this world
So you could breed with a Harkonnen.
is to protect your sister. The future leader of the Imperium. From anyone who seeks to do her harm.
Great. So I don't get to focus on myself at all.
Including the ones who claim to love.
What does that mean? Give me more information, Mom.
What do you mean, Desmond Hobson asked?
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know how, but he wasn't an innocent. So be it. There's a contingency plan for him.
Oh, is there?
Just had to destroy everything that I've built.
Yeah, you're not supposed to
This
be
is
attached to
years of
anything, though,
investment,
so.
and your investment was wasted. We needed to occupy our enemy so that Francesca could maneuver. Let's hope she took good advantage.
Hmm.
You can hold your head up high, Michaela. It's not my performance that I'm doubting of a superior. Careful how you finish that sentence.
She's so. That quiet intimidation. Just breathtaking. So effortless.
Mm-hmm.
This will get you to our safe house on Arrakis.
Oh, she's going back home? Shit.
I won't betray my people the same way I did Horus and the others. The sisterhood is your people. I see you're more than this one in your image.
It doesn't seem like she's quite drank the Kool-Aid. It's nice that he's putting his things away. What is this? What is it? Oh, shit. Why would you keep that? Why would you keep it just hanging in your locker like that? Rookie mistake, Kieran. No, man. Busted. There goes House Atreides.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hard to see. Didn't see that.
What's supposed to?
Listen, about earlier, I never meant to.
I'm actually here to thank you.
If you're concerned
Hmm.
for what you've done for me, tried.
Teach me.
It's okay.
Well, I guess the Atreides house wouldn't be,
It reminds me of my purpose.
like
Glad you-
totally wrought without him, because Vorian was quite voracious for a few hundred years.
Right.
I love you.
And he's probably still the lord of the House of Atreides, so. And arrested. Oh, that's not good. I wonder if we will get to see Vorian now, though, now that probably one of his great grandchildren is locked up.
No
Oh.
one needs a reason to dine with good friends, but tonight is truly a special occasion. Would you stand?
Oh, he's getting the respect he wants from his daddy now.
It is with great pride that I share with you awesome news. Because of my son's quick and decisive action, we have apprehended a traitor in our house. Our sword master,
Chin chin.
who I thought served us well.
Oh, that's a
But he
bummer
would
for
be
her.
minding himself.
House Carino will tolerate no treachery.
Constantine knows that. And for that I thank him. Shall we? In recognition of the man
Oh, that's going to be a problem.
on you, a great honor, I have chosen you, my son, to command my fleet.
What?
To Arrakis, and to ensure House Carino brings stability to the planet and spice to the Imperium. And I know your mother is as proud of you as I am.
Oh, the Empress isn't going to care for this. No. No.
Congratulations.
Oops. Oh, the retaliation is going to be swift and brutal. Oh my. I wonder what she's going to do. I think she's going straight to Desmond Hart
Yeah.
and have him kill Francesca. Possibly Constantine. Oh my gosh. Oh. She's going to bang him and then ask him to kill people. Uh-oh. What are we doing?
Tell me the truth. Was everything alive?
Oh.
Care about me.
You tried to kill my family.
I couldn't go through with it. I chose you over my principle. But I am willing to die for them anyway.
Oh, such an Atreides.
You can bring about a better world.
Oh, this is where she switches sides. Oh, this is going to get real interesting. Now what, Lila? Tell us, what do you see?
I felt her. Mother recover. Even through me. Yeah. We saw.
Did it feel weird?
Seems like we did twice. Where's Mother Tula? I was just checking a message from Mother Spirit with Valya. She'll be back, don't worry. Just glad I didn't let everyone down.
Poor kid.
Everyone down. You're the bravest one.
I really hope they're able to trace Duncan Hart's DNA before the end of this episode. Like the last thing before we, end. It's like, oh, he's...
Sister, along with this message, I've enclosed a genetic sample.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Run it as soon as possible. He has a power I cannot attain. Understanding.
Harkonnen, Atreides, Carino. Who could he be? Oh, here we go. There's that rag he's holding again. Take your pants off.
Each man must face his own conscience and his own testing. Jayalud makes the final choice. You've been chosen.
And it really turns me on.
I was chosen too. To lead a legion of worlds into the Imperium and forge a new future.
Who chose you?
And then a sisterhood wrested it all away from me.
Was she in the sisterhood and they kicked her out?
No, I think she was the
My daughter's love.
wife of the emperor, and she was planted.
Francesca's gonna use her Punani magic to bring the emperor to heel. He's an Atreides! No. What? He's both? Spit it out! Spit it out!
Yeah, they're not going to tell us.
Those dirty bastards!
Oh, wait, maybe?
Sent me away to live among the scavengers and left me fighting for scraps just to survive.
The suspense is killing me. She was a sister. Is Valya his mother? Oh, told you. They're gonna bang. Come on. Say it.
Let us rid the Imperium of these witches forever.
Ugh. Jealousy is such an ugly shade on you. Oh, you dirty sons of bitches. I just want to hear that he's Valya's kid. Ugh. Good episode. Good episode. I mean, not a whole heap and a lot of action, but the action we got was pretty good. That was a really big explosion. Definitely moved the story forward. We've got a whole new set of questions like a machine virus. He is
Right.
somehow controlling a machine virus. And if he's an Atreides and a Harkonnen, like I have so many questions, but good questions. I don't know, what do you think?
I mean, I think we're getting a look at a sort of a prototype for what they eventually want to create, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right. It's their rough draft
Yeah.
on the Quetzalcoatl Haderach. I never pronounced that correctly. It's so hard to say. Oh man, great episode. They've really killed it with this show.
It's
I'm
a really
so
good show. I haven't
yeah.
have you seen any numbers on this show yet? Like, is
No, but
it
I can Google it real quick. If you will talk about stuff while
sure, I
I look
really,
that up.
really hope that people are watching this show. Um, and I know there were a lot of people that rejected it early on, for the standard list of reasons um, that female-led science fiction gets rejected these days. And I'm sorry if you're listening to me right now say that, you're wrong. This isn't some sort of twisting of Frank Herbert's creation. This is Frank Herbert's creation come to life.
Hmm.
Um, this, in a lot of ways, so far, is even potentially more accurate than the two movies.
Oh, I agree. Now they've Duncan Hart and the Empress and Kieran Atreides. They're all new characters. Those are new
Right.
characters, but the story itself, the
Yeah.
lore
The way
is
the
spot
lore
on.
and the way the sisterhood functions.
Yes.
We didn't get a good inside look at that, and we only got glimpses of it in the movies. And like I said,
Mhm.
before we started the episode, like, it's a shame that they weren't able to give more detail in the movies, but there was
Mhm.
you couldn't. You'd have had to have made 4
Yeah,
movies to
we'd
get
been
all,
there all day.
and it would have been 4 movies. It would have been 3 movies of exposition and then 1 of story.
Well, I've got some numbers here.
Okay.
For the premiere, there was only 1.2 million viewers across platforms, but those numbers have gone up by 75%
Nice.
per episode. Like they keep going
It
up
keeps
because
climbing.
word of mouth,
Okay. Right.
people are talking about it and saying this is good. And I heard the same things you did about the, female led sci-fi. Dune has always been that though. There's
Yeah.
the Bene Gesserit, the Bene Tlaylax, they've all been a huge part at the forefront of the Dune saga. And they have a breeding program. So you kind
Well,
of need women for that too.
Dune, the original book, Dune, is
Mhm.
the culmination of 10,000 years of their meddling.
Mhm.
It's their story.
It is. It is totally their story. And it's them trying to maneuver to create this all powerful being that they are able to control themselves.
Right.
So I don't know how you couldn't possibly have them at the forefront. And since the 60s, people have been dying for more information on the Bene Gesserit because they are so intriguing and calculating, and we can totally relate to it in our world. We can relate to what they are doing. Like it's very
You got
spycraft.
you got a comment there that might be
Oh,
right.
it's not Valya. It's this. Oh, oh my God! You're absolutely right. It's the child between her and the Atreides that she killed off. Why didn't I think of that? Thank you, Gabba Gabba. Thank you so much. You just made me look really slow, but I appreciate you. You're absolutely right. That's Tula and that Atreides boy's
Mhm.
child, and the kid that survived, the one that she was like, run away, run away. That's Kieran's dad.
Probably, yeah.
He's basically said, his dad suffered uh, a trauma where he was the only survivor when he was a
Oh,
child.
right.
So, okay, I got chills. This is very exciting. I'm good job. Good job. Proud of you. I give you 5 gold stars. Good job. Wow. Okay. So really excited for next week, really excited for the finale. And then I'm going to be really sad because I'm going to want more live action Dune and I'll just have to read the other 50,000 books there
Yeah,
are to
there's
read.
plenty of books, and
Absolutely. Highly recommend if you haven't read any of the Dune books, read the Frank Herbert ones first. There are 6 of them. And then just go nuts with the Brian Herbert and Kevin Anderson books. They are so good. If I can't read it, I have it on my audiobook playing. Like that's what I listen to when I'm cooking, cleaning, or just doing stuff around the house. Highly recommend. Super fascinating, rich storytelling, lots of lore. You will not mistake it. Yeah, I this is definitely one of my favorite episodes.
yeah, I
It's
think top to bottom, this is a really strong episode.
yeah, yeah, super good. I just oh, he's Tula's kid. Like that's gonna cause such a complication because you saw her reaction. She loved that Atreides dude. She really did. But she killed him and his entire family, except for Kieran's dad, because her sister told her to. Because her sister said we have to avenge our brother and make things nice for our house.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't think last episode
when
was terrible myself.
you get further along in the books, though,
Uh-huh.
I love this one.
The Duke of Caladan.
It's later. It's later.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so into it. Oh, I can't wait. Yes. We were just saying that. So sad. There's only 6 episodes. I'm going to be so sad, but don't worry. Read the books. The books are amazing. They're all on Audible too. So if you're not like a physical sit there and read it type, um, the guy who narrates them is so good and he does all these different voices and it's just really good. This is probably my favorite book series, and that is a big concession for me. I've always been a massive Anne Rice fan. I'm a huge George R. Martin fan, Tolkien fan of myself because I'm a published author. I have to throw that out there. But the Dune books, they're my favorite to be. They're just they have the richest, most vibrant storytelling I've ever read, and nothing has ever held my attention the way Dune does. So super excited and sad for next week. But oh, you're reading the second book now. So are you reading Dune Messiah or Machine Crusade? Or I don't know. There's so many second books. There's so
Yeah,
many trilogies.
the second uh, original book or the
Yeah.
Kevin J. Anderson book.
If you're doing the original book, Dune Messiah is a trip. It's kind of hard to keep up with Paul's thought process, but
Yeah.
I really love it. I love how he's like, God, I don't want to be Hitler, but I have to be Hitler. I have to. It sucks. He's Messiah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
Paul's such
It's a
an
trip.
interesting character because
Yeah.
he you know he breaks down and he doesn't want to become what he's destined to become, but at some point he realizes that there really is only one way forward. He just
It's-
becomes a version of it they can control.
Right. And to me, it's kind of like raising kids. You know, sometimes you have to be the bad guy. Sometimes you really have to piss them off. But it's for, the best.
Right.
It's for the best in the long run. It's to teach them how to survive without you, how to make good choices without you. You don't want to ground them. You don't want to spank their little bottoms. You don't want to take things away. They get so mad, and you seem like this big evil ogre, but it's all for the best in the long run. And that's poor Paul on a much, much grander and meaner scale.
Right.
Like, so much more. But Andrew, thank you so much for watching
Yeah.
TV with me. I super appreciate it.
Thanks
Why
for
don't
having
you
me.
tell the folks at home all about yourself and where they can find you?
Yeah, you can find us on Twitter at sci_fictionary. And then, of course, all of our stuff for Coruscant Radio Underground and the Science Fictionary are all on the Science Fictionary YouTube channel.
Very cool. And of course, myself, you can find me wherever you're watching me. We're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on Kick, we're on Facebook. I'm everywhere like a disease can't get rid of me. We're members of the podcast. We're members of the Red 5 network. We are a family of content creators and podcasts, and there are literally so many. If you can't find one that sparks your interest, then you should probably find an interest, because there's something for everyone in the Red 5 network. So check out red5.bio.link and find a new podcast today. You can follow us on all the socials, like I said, but if you want all the links, they're down in the description below. And you can also go to our website, comicsand.squarespace.com. You get updates on what we've got going on, where to find our stuff. You've got there's a gallery of all the different special effects looks I've done, and that as well. If you would like to support the channel, the best way to do it just so happens to be the freest and easiest way. And it's just by hitting the like button, subscribing if you're new, and ringing the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy content. Give us a share, leave a comment, say hello. That tells the algorithm that you're picking up what we're throwing down and you're enjoying it. Yeah. You can also scan that QR code over there above Andrew's head. That is buymeacoffee.com/comics and MUA. And it gives you the option to tip us as little or as much as you like to help support the channel that way. And there's also my Patreon. There's a Patreon with 3 different tiers, starting as little as $3 a month. And you get behind the scenes updates, all kinds of stuff if I have the time. It's very hard for me to keep up with because there's so much going on, but it's a great way to help support the channel and help keep these lives going on, because we do have to pay for some of this stuff. So that helps out a lot. But there's also merch stores. We have a nerdynewsmerch.redbubble.com store, and there's also my Etsy store, which I have some really awesome brand new designs for Dune Prophecy and Skeleton Crew that I've recently put up. And I have this great design for Dune Prophecy called Sisterhood Above All, and it's Valya and Tula and I think Lila on Wallach 9. It says Sisterhood Above All. That one's actually doing really well. I've sold a bunch of mugs, so
Nice.
definitely check that out. I'm also sponsored by Apotheosis Comics and Lounge in St. Louis. If you are near or around the St. Louis area, highly recommend. It's a bar. Okay. It is a comic book bar and also an arcade, and they sell collectibles and apparel as well. And it's super cool. You guys got to check that place out. If you are not in or around the St. Louis area, don't panic. You can shop online at shopapotheosis.com/comics. And if you use code comics and at checkout, you get 10% off. And they have everything. Lots of comics, any comic you want, apparel, collectibles, games, and they even have subscription boxes for comic books. I highly recommend you check that out. And Zenny Optical, where I got these little hot mamas right here. I love these. They are anti-glare blue light blocking. They're super awesome. If you use this link down here, you get 10% off for your new glasses. And they have sunglasses and non-prescription and all kinds of stuff. Highly recommend. But that link is also in the description below, so you don't have to like screen cap and try to write this down, which, I mean, you can if you want to. It's super handy. It's what I do. But then it fills up my phone. I've just got all these screen caps in my phone, and I don't know what half of them are for. I don't. So anywho, thank you so much for hanging out today. Really bittersweet, excited, sad for next. But I've been Danny. He's been Andrew. You've been awesome. You've been so awesome. And we will see you in the next one. But don't forget to look under your beds tonight, because
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!